Buenos dias todos and welcome to Magnus on the Go! Well, I've been up for a little while and packing. I bought this yesterday, my little cabin bag, because I'm gonna check in that one and it can only be 20 kilos. When I got here, and the other flights I've done, you were allowed 23 kilos, but not on this flight. I can only have 20 kilos, so I need to take 3 kilos away from there and put here. And I actually had, when I've been traveling by bus, I could have 25 kilos, so I've actually had 25 kilos there. So I had to buy 5 kilos away from there to here. And it's more than 5, I think it's now 8. This is carry-on bags, and this one I had to put up in the, up there, and this one I can have between my legs. And this together, well, not on this flight. On this flight, this one can be 12 kilos, I think. And I don't know about that. But when I'm going home, it can be combined 12 kilos. So I can't go over 12 kilos altogether here. I'm at the limit. But when I come home, I can have 23 kilos in there. So then I can buy things for 3 kilos. So that's the math for today. And it is, I think it's 11 o'clock. And I need to check out from here 12 o'clock. And my flight leaves at 5 o'clock. Well, 5 minutes to 5 o'clock. And it takes about an hour to get to the airport. It was very, very hard to find a way to get to the airport. And if I'm going to take public transportation, it was very, very hard to find a way. And I had to change a lot of stuff. And then I looked up, is Uber available? And it is. And it wasn't that expensive, actually. It's a military airport, but one part of the airport they've done to a civilian airport, and it's pretty new. And it's also far away out. The big airport is very, very close to the city, but well, I didn't find any airplane that flew to Dominican Republic, because that's where I'm going. I'm going to Dominican Republic today, to a Caribbean island. Oh, that's amazing. I'm gonna check out here at 12, and it takes an hour to get there. Then I'll be there at 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I'll be there in 4 hours before the flight. That's pretty much. But you don't know, and we can get into a traffic jam or so. And what should I do here for 1 hour? Or maybe I could go and just have a lunch. That would be a thing. I could actually do that. Just have a coffee and a sandwich or something. Yeah, great. Yes, I will do that. I will leave my luggage in the reception. So that's the plan for today. Gonna check out at 12, gonna get myself some brunch, and then I'm gonna take an Uber to Felipe International Airport and take the flight to Dominican Republic at 5 minutes to 5. Exciting. I'm done. It's 11:30. Yeah, I have time. 1.5 hours to get some lunch brunch. So let's get these 2 babies into the reception. Yeah, I just left my keys. I checked out and I got my 2 suitcases in a room there. And now it's time for some brunch in the neighborhood. I might actually go to Borona. And it was really, really nice. They were nice, and they had Wi-Fi there. And they also had like baguettes and stuff, the more meaty stuff. So a coffee there and something to eat. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I have a goal in life. This is the traffic jam we had last morning when I was on my way to the cable car thing. It took 40 minutes to get 2.5 kilometers. It was just stuck. It could actually be that it is on the same street where my hotel is. Yeah, I think it's just over here. Look here. Borona. Oh, perfecto. Look at this. That's a brunch, isn't it? I got chicken with Dijon's mustard and it's cheese in it, and it also has a little potato there, and of course the salsas at Borona. Okay, this was fantastic, and I put some salsa there and I dip it, and yeah, really good. 1.5 M on the M scale, definitely. So I got my bags and I just called an Uber and he's on his way, and a little bit I need a toilet, but they don't have a toilet here in the reception, and it's an hour of going to the airport, but I think I'll manage. He's coming in 5 minutes. Now I'm in my Uber and we're on the way to Felipe International Airport. I clocked this perfectly. Now it's 2 minutes to 1. So now it's 4 hours until my flight, and this will approximately take 1 hour to get to the airport, depending on the traffic, of course. But I mean, we're going out of the city, so probably will be better than going inside. Adios, Mexico City. Adios, Mexico. I've arrived to Felipe International Airport, Salidas, departures. And this took 1 hour and 10 minutes. Well, to compare, in Sweden, 1 hour and 10 minutes, this costed 23 euros, 230 Swedish crowns for 1 hour and 10 minutes. I mean, I don't think I can get from the center of Stockholm to my home in the south of Stockholm for less. And that is just like a ride on maybe 10-15 minutes, no, 10 minutes. Okay, never mind. But it's quite affordable. Uber is quite affordable, and that is a very good thing. Okay, now check in. Yeah, so it is a quite new airport, this. It is less than 3 hours now, so hopefully I can do the check-in. And I also need to go to the restrooms, but not with both of these big bags. Here we have Volaris, but I'm not flying with them. I'm flying with Arajet. So let's keep on. Oh, they do have domestic flights here as well. Okay, let's keep on looking for Arajet. And here we have Viva. And over here we have Mexicana. Didn't it say Mexicana? Yeah, Mexicana. Let's see what it says over there.
No, it wasn't those, and it's not here either. Aero Mexico, and we have Aero Mexico. It says on the board there 114, but I don't know if that's correct. If that's maybe the gate or something. We are 41 here, number 41. Well, here it says Arajet, but that's not 114, but it's a Puerta 114. Maybe that is the gate. So, and there's a lot of queue here. Well, that was that, and I could actually check in the cabin bag. I could choose to check in it and not to carry it on my plane. I don't have anything that I need. No, I shouldn't have anything that I need. The one thing is though that it's 1 hour delayed. So instead of landing in Dominican Republic, the capital Santo Domingo, at 11:20 tonight, I'm gonna land maybe 20 minutes after midnight, which means I'm gonna do my check-in very, very late. So I need to contact them. But first I do go to the bathroom. You're not welcome there. No, you're not. No. Well, here it says 43 Santo Domingo, 16:55 on time, but she said it was 1 hour delayed. So we'll see who's right. Now it's time for the security thing. And I'm through security. And now it's 1 hour and 50 minutes until where we were supposed to departure. So I have a lot of time. So maybe I will go and check where 114A is, because that's the gate. Yeah, let's see where it is. I don't think it's very far. Here we have this kind of walking time. How long it will take to go to the... I mean, it could go as long as 15 minutes, but 114 is 8 minutes. I thought it would be less, actually. Okay, let's see if I can do it in less than 8 minutes. Ready, steady, go. Well, the distance here is actually much longer than I expected. But okay, we'll see. Well, here it is. Yeah, it took me 3 minutes and 40 seconds. So, and I didn't walk slow, but I didn't either walk fast. I was like, yeah, walking. And here we have the runway, but not so many planes. Well, I'm coming back here, but I'm not gonna just stay here. I'm gonna walk along the shops to see. I'm probably not gonna buy anything, but just window shopping. I've been looking around a lot of restaurants here at Felipe International Airport, and we have the same problem here as we do in many other airports. Stop using people. The prices here are ridiculously high, and you're using the fact that people can't get their food anywhere elsewhere. I mean, you can buy a torta in the city for 40 pesos, and here it costs 160. It's ridiculous. In Stockholm, in Scandinavia, I think they're called, they've sort of made it like a price roof, so it can't be more than 10% higher than in the city. That's not, well, it's better than nothing. It's not good, but it's better than nothing. But I mean, no, travel is about happiness, and when you come here, you feel like you're being robbed off. You can do better. Just as I got to the gate, it's now 10 minutes after 4, I think. Now it says delayed on the flight, but it doesn't say how much yet. So they just said on the intercom here that it probably is 1 hour and 20 minutes delay, and in 20 minutes we're gonna get some refreshments here in 114B, if I understood it correctly. That is a good thing though for Arajet. I applaud that. Taking care of your customers. Okay, maybe it's time for me to wrap things up here in Mexico. a little longer summary than I did yesterday. Okay. I arrived in Mexico City and just spent a couple of days just learning the city. And then I took the bus to Guanajuato up in the north and spent 2 weeks there. And had a Spanish school, learned little Spanish, and I'm gonna keep on learning because it's fun. Guanajuato is beautiful, by the way. Beautiful, yeah, fantastic city, loved it. And during that stay, on the weekend, I went to San Miguel de Allende, another city very close by, very beautiful. After that, I took the bus to Guadalajara, the second biggest city in Mexico, I think. And I also had a lovely time there. And I took a day trip to Tequila, to Jose Cuervo. That's where it all started, with the tequila, and where it invented. So that was really, really nice. And did a tour there and everything. And then back to Guadalajara. What did I do there? I was like, I went to the city and did I do a city tour? I think I did. Well, and after that, I took the flight to Merida, to the south of Mexico, in the Yucatan area. And Merida, I definitely did a city tour there. I really liked Merida. I really liked Guanajuato. Guadalajara was okay. But in Merida, I rented a scooter. And I stayed there for, was it 8 days, I think? 8-9 days. And I rented a scooter for at least 5-6. So I went to Uxmal, saw a ruin there. I went to Izamal, the yellow city, where all the houses in the center was yellow. Amazing. Uxmal was also amazing. And I went to a lot of cenotes. That's the first time I went to a cenote, because most of them are in the Yucatan area, which was really, really lovely to do the cenotes. And what else did I do there? Yeah, and I was to Celestun and saw flamingos. Yeah, that was cool. After that, I took the bus to Valladolid, a smaller town, and I rented a scooter there as well. And I went to Chichen Itza, which was fantastic. And I went to Ekbalam, which was a ruin thing, but more in the jungle. It was also very, very, really nice. Both of them were really nice. And cenotes I did there as well. Did I do something else? I was there for not so many days, because then I took the bus again and I went to Puerto Morelos. It was a beach town, but I lived far from the beach, and I lived in a house where the family also lived there. Well, the couple, and the husband he was kind of rude. So I just sort of did nothing there. I just stayed by the pool and took 2 massages. That's what I did there. And after Puerto Morelos, I took the bus to Cancun and took the flight to Oaxaca, and then directly took the bus to Puerto Escondido, which is also by the sea. And I really had a lovely time in Puerto Escondido. I went on tours. I released a turtle. I released a little baby turtle and named him John. And I went out to sea and I saw dolphins and a whale, humpback whales. That was amazing. And I went to this bioluminescence tour, when we rode a boat in the night, and then went into the rivers and was swimming, and the water lit up. That was also really, really cool. And then I had also a pool day there, I remember, and I had a good Wi-Fi. And then I took the bus again to Oaxaca and stayed there for, 6 days or something. And I had a city tour there, and I went a tour to Mont Alban, which was not nice. And then I did a tour to Hirve de Agua. No, that was not a tour. No, I rented a scooter. Yes, after the tour to Montalban, I was fed up. I wanted my own. So I rented a scooter and I went to Hirve de Agua, the petrified waterfalls, which was really, really, really nice. And I had my own walking tour in the city among the murals, and then went to the tent on the top there. And then I went to Mexico City, and in Mexico City I had the city tour, and then I had the cable car tour yesterday. So yeah, that is all of it. Jesus, I've done a lot. And I just said 2 weeks of school because I did some things, during those the Mummy Museum in Guanajuato. And so to sort of sum this up, amazing. And it feels like I've been out for 3-4 months. Well, that is also because I've done so many things. But yeah. It's fun to travel. It's fun. And now I'm going to Dominican Republic. How crazy is that? A Caribbean island. There are a lot of waterfalls there. I've Googled some. So I might go to some, but maybe I'd also need to rest a little bit. I don't know. I always say that I need to rest, but I never do it because there's so many things you want to do. Okay, so thank you for now. So now we can collect our snack because of the delay. I think he said my row. I'm in 22 and I think he said 14 to 23. So we'll see if I'll get something. No, it wasn't my turn. Not really yet. Oh, we're boarding here and there's not many people left. I'm in the back here. It soon is 1 hour late, so we probably will be like 1 hour and 20 minutes late. But I've texted the ones in Santo Domingo, so he know I'm late. We were supposed to land 20 minutes to midnight, but now it's going to be like maybe 1 o'clock at night. Yeah, we got a little sandwich here.